I believe, Bob, isn't it?
Bob, yep.
Bob, you've just done a circumnavigation of Australia in your XK.
I did. 29 days, 14,200 kilometres from Blaxland in New South Wales, down to Victoria, up through the middle to Darwin, over to the left, down the west coast, back across the Nullarbor, and back across New South Wales, and back home again.
So you've got a map in here. Let's just point it out on the map and see where you actually went.
Here we start over in the Blue Mountains in Sydney, down to Victoria, over towards Port Augusta, then north to Darwin, west to Western Australia, back down the coast, down to Perth, and then Kurtuguli, and then back across the Nullarbor, home.
And of course it's a Jag, so it went perfectly, it didn't break down, and you only had something wrong with the brake light.
It was a magnificent drive, I'm going to say. It was brilliant. I had one issue, which is not really an issue, which is left rear brake light, because there's only on the rear. And
well, that's a good point. They tend to do that,
they do. No. So I had a spare light with me. I looked in the manual to find out how to change it. Should be straightforward. It said take your bit of trim out, undo a bolt, firmly remove the light fitting. This is in Cooper PD, cold and wet, believe it or not. Couldn't get it out. Waited till I got to Alice. Alice, I googled it, YouTube, and then I'll find out there's actually two bolts. And YouTube says, don't believe your manual, there's two bolts, remove another bit of trim, done in 10 minutes.
Sounds like Jaguar schematics.
And
yes, yeah.
the fact is, the car was faultless. Besides the brake light, the car was faultless.
Yep.
Of note, I mean, I used 95 and 98 wherever I could, of course. I didn't find much difference in performance between 95 and 98. My first 10,000 kilometres average fuel consumption was 9.1, which was pretty good. The only issues I had with petrol were some places you could only find 91, which you can't put in these cars. So it was, I'm glad I carried some spare fuel.
So you did carry some fuel.
Yeah.
But I mean, you must have had a premonition about this brake light if you took a spare. I mean, how come? That's
age group. Go back to the 60s carrying spares, who knows?
Yeah. So you've had other cars. What have you had before the
this is my third Jaguar.
Yeah.
The one before this I did over 220,000 in, and that was an X350.
Nice.
Great car. That was I used for work and I used for pleasure. And one before that was a XJS 4-litre V8. I just, I like Jaguars.
That's good.
My love affair with Jaguars started when I was about 20, and I was courted who was to be my wife for 39 years and 51 weeks and 6 hours. But anyway, and my next door neighbour, my next door neighbour said to me, "Bob, you got a date tonight." This is in UK. Yep. He said, "Here you go." He gave me the keys to his Mark II Jaguar.
Lovely.
So here I am, 20 years old, Jaguar girlfriend, instant erection. I've still got a Jag, but I haven't got a wife. There you go.
Okay, but you've got a Jag.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll
what
get
else
the
is
important
there?
part.